The phone didn't ring twice. Captain Reyes, this is Solicitor Vance. I represent Admiral Harlan Kane. He's fading fast. He asked for you. I was mid-briefing at 29 Palms, sand still in my boots from the morning run. The desert heat pressed against the windows, but inside the room the air went arctic. You've got the wrong Reyes, I said. He predicted that exact answer. That was the fracture. A hairline crack that split my entire childhood open like a dropped plate. I'd been raised on the official story. Parents killed in a training accident when I was 3. State paperwork, sealed adoption, new surname, Reyes, courtesy of a sympathetic social worker. The Marines became my blood type. I never looked back. Yet the solicitor knew my full birth name, Sophia Kane Reyes. He knew the scar on my left knee from a foster home skateboard. He knew I'd turned down OCS twice before accepting. I flew east on the red-eye, boots unlaced, staring at a single item I'd carried since age 7, a brass compass with no needle. Inside the lid, etched in microscopic script, for SK, find north when I can't. I'd always assumed it was junk from a charity bin. A black Suburban met me at Dulles. No chatter, just the smell of leather and pine air freshener. 40 minutes later we rolled through wrought iron gates onto a property that looked less like a home and more like a classified annex. Red brick, Widow's Walk, flag at half-mast. Solicitor Vance waited beneath the portico, coat collar turned up against a wind that hadn't arrived yet. Captain. Or should I say Lieutenant Kane? Stick with Reyes. I'm here for facts, not ceremony. Inside, the foyer smelled of cedar and iodine. A staircase swept upward like a question mark. Portraits tracked 3 centuries of Kane men in dress whites, same hawk nose, same refusal to smile. Then we rounded a corner and I stopped breathing. A freshly varnished canvas dominated the wall. Me, navy dress blues, cover tucked under one arm, Pacific sunset behind the podium. The artist had captured the exact tilt of my chin when I'm furious. Commissioned 18 months ago, Vance murmured. He called it Portrait of the Daughter I Never Deserved. I wanted to punch the canvas. Instead, I followed him upstairs. The Admiral lay propped against a mountain of pillows, oxygen hissing like surf. His eyes, storm gray, same as mine, locked on me the second I crossed the threshold. Sophia. One word, cracked but commanding. I stayed at the foot of the bed, hands clasped behind my back, parade rest out of habit. You don't get to use that name. He tried a smile. It cost him. Fair. But you're here. Curiosity, not forgiveness. A cough rattled his ribs. The nurse hovered, but he lifted 2 fingers, dismissed. Curiosity is a start, he rasped. Sit. I didn't. He studied me the way a tactician studies terrain. You have your mother's mouth. Same stubborn set. Don't. Fine. Facts then. 1998. I led a joint op off Yemen, rescued hostages, sank 2 gunboats. One of the hostages was a warlord's nephew. Retribution was promised on blood of my blood. Your mother and I staged the crash. You were 3. We buried empty caskets. My pulse hammered so hard I felt it in my teeth. You buried me. I buried the target on your back. The room tilted. I gripped the bed rail to stay upright. He gestured to a manila envelope on the tray table. Everything's inside. Redacted cables, protection orders, the works. Read it when you're ready to hate me properly. I snatched the envelope but didn't open it. You could have reclaimed me when the threat died. It never died. It just changed zip codes. Silence stretched, broken only by the oxygen machine. I turned to leave. At the door I paused. Did you ever try? Every year. The courts said a ghost can't adopt. Downstairs, I wandered into a study that smelled of gun oil and old paper. On the desk, a photo of a woman laughing on a pier, wind whipping auburn hair, my mother. Next to it, a printout of my fitrep from last deployment, margins annotated in red pen. A sticky note on the corner, she outran the entire platoon. Like her mother. I sank into the leather chair, envelope unopened in my lap. Night pressed against the windows. I slit the seal with my multi-tool. Inside, my original birth certificate, Sophia Elena Kane. A classified memo stamped 2001 recommending permanent identity severance for minor female. A single Polaroid, the Admiral, younger, holding a toddler on his shoulders, both of them saluting a passing destroyer. On the back, North is wherever she stands. Last item, a compass. This one had a needle. It spun once, then locked due north toward the bedroom upstairs. I climbed the stairs again. The nurse met me with a shake of her head. Minutes, maybe. He was awake, barely. I placed the compass in his palm. His fingers closed around it like it was the only solid thing left in the world. I found North, I said. His eyes glistened. Then I can finally stop navigating. The heart monitor slowed. I didn't cry, Marines don't, but something inside me saluted. Outside, dawn bled across the lawn. The flag snapped to full staff for the first time in weeks. I stood on the porch, compass in my pocket, envelope tucked inside my cover. The Admiral was gone. The warlord's vendetta had died with him. For the first time in 28 years, I knew exactly who I was and exactly where I was going.